So this is a blues inspired by Magic Sam, one of the great Chicago blues singers and guitar players, kind of unsung. A lot of people don't know about him. He didn't live a long life, which is why, even though I think he was a pretty clean living guy, healthy. So in any case, the first riff we're playing here is done on the top two strings. So I'm playing G minor and can't really play the whole thing and get to the riff and sound everything. So it's more of a percussive thing. Right? So it's C triad, fifths. And then on the C, I'm playing the C triad. And then the rest the same. Right, so I'm not hitting the C when it changes to the 4 chord. I'm just letting the bass take care of that, because that would just be too much to ask of yourself. Stone. So there's C7. So I play it with my second finger. And of course, the high E string played by the little finger. Ah. Now that alone, we kind of use as the intro for the song. Start on the 5th, and that rhythm, just 2, 3, 4. Right? It's a very strong, punchy thing to do there. So the another voicing that I play on the G minor chord, I think I played this one. Right, that is the Mickey Baker book, G minor 7, and then for the C, C6, those over the C chord. So don't, ignore that rhythm, as a thing you can use. It's the same rhythm that's on the intro. It's got a lot of energy in it, right? Very punchy kind of sound. So another thing that I played was my favorite chord voicing, G minor 11. So that C7 is right there under my fingers, right? So everything is staying in the same register. kind of a brave move there for the 5 chord, but it is D sus. I just happen to have the 5th in the root because it's very convenient. It's still a D. The 5th is totally legal. It's in the scale. And kind of an inspired thing for me to do that just now, you know, because it's the way that I think, and that just happened on the spot. I didn't do that before. So I knew that it would work. And again, it's got that open string quality, which we have here. So the riff is going. So you could play that whole G minor triad there. So I just shortened it up a little bit, right? Because anything that you play over and over and over again, eventually the ear gets tired of it. So you alter it a little bit, even though you're using it as your theme. That's a slight alteration. Instead of diddly-dee-da-doo-da, it's just diddly-doo-da-da, using the downbeat. Once again, that's 6th chord voicing. Use it on the D, of course, right? So on something like this, you can't stray too far away from your fundamental and retain the authenticity, you know, of the groove and the feel and everything. So I'm just moving very simple things around the fretboard here by, now I'm playing my G minor voicing down here instead of here. Here's my G minor voicing now. And I slide it up a whole step. When it goes to the C chord, I'm playing this chord voicing. So that's the 3rd of C. That's the 7th of C. That is C, the root of C. Ah. Same voicing on the D. So you've got voicings all over the fretboard, right? We're playing voicings initially here in the kind of mid-range, up here, that lower open string thing, and then down here, where you're really getting into the drums kind of, you know, area. So you have the drums and the bass all kind of sharing the same register, but with different textures. So it works because of that. You know, normally you want to keep things spread out across the sonic spectrum, you know, low, medium, high. But every now and then, you know, it's effective to, you know, kind of push the boundaries of that or break the rules, so to speak, you know, because something else is created that couldn't otherwise be created. So, yeah, everything's down low and dark, but you hear the top end attack of the guitar strings, and you hear the, the deep lowness of the bass, and then all that percussiveness of the drums. So, it's a palette thing, and it's something that you can use too as an effect,